So besides email lists and Twitter usernames, the next most important thing is conversion tracking. So to get to this, go to Tools, Conversion Tracking, then click the button. So website tags are embedded code snippets that are triggered when a user takes an action on your website after viewing or engaging with promoted content on Twitter. So by default, your tag will collect website visitor data for remarketing purposes. You can later create audience campaigns based on these website visitors. So I like to create multiple tags for different parts of my conversion funnel. So when I talk about a conversion funnel, I'm talking about how far did that customer get on my website. Did they just get to my website? For that, I'm going to select Site Visit. Did they download the ebook but not purchase my main program? Then it was just a download. Did they sign up for a form? This would have been on the thank you page for the sign up form. Did they actually purchase an item and I want to remarket a new item to them? So I use the term warm audience. Those are people who've been engaged within the last 30 days. They've been to your website, they've been on your page, they're still warm to your product or service. And then you'll click 30 days for post engagement, and then click off for post view attribution. So why I turn this off is because this is for people who just viewed my ads. I really don't care about that. I want people who've actually made it to my website. People who have engaged with my ads and clicked through. So now let's create a conversion event. So we have our universal website tag installed. We have some audiences built. And now building an audience as people come to my website for all these specific tailored audiences you'll create. Now let's add some conversion events. So go to Tools, Conversion Tracking, and then click the button Create New Conversion Event. So for this example, let's use the universal website tag. So that means it's not a single event. It's not something that occurs on just one page. People will have to go through a process from one page to another so I can capture this conversion. So a good example of this is the cart. So we'll name this one Add to Cart. Now let's select the type of conversion. This is just going to be a site visit. It's once people get to this page. That equates to conversion. I'm tracking how far people get down the funnel. Going to CourseEnvy.com, that's the top of the funnel. Adding a course to the cart, there's the second step in the funnel. Then getting to the checkout page, there's the bottom of the funnel. So site visit, universal tag. Remember, we're tracking when people get to the cart page. So exact URL, CourseEnvy.cart. But I'll add the condition of contains cart. Okay, 30. Off, agree, and create conversion event. So as you can see on our conversion tracking page, CourseEnvy Add to Cart, it was a universal website tag, and it will switch to tracking once someone has landed on this page, once someone has added something to the cart and got to CourseEnvy.com/cart. But now let's make use of the single event website tag. So create a new conversion event. Now remember, what's an example of a single event tag? Universal, you're going from one page to the next. Single, they're not leaving that page. They're submitting their email on a form, they're watching a YouTube video in an iframe, so there's no action taking place. It's all happening on one page. So for this example, let's do header email sign up. So type of conversion, this will be a sign up. This is a single event. And then it gives you the option to create a tailored audience. So while it tracks people who view that YouTube video or sign up for an email form that's on a single page, you can create an audience of those people. So even if you don't check this, we can go back later and create a tailored audience if we want. But by toggling this, it will be created. So let's just leave it unselected for now so I can show you how to create a single event tailored audience. So scroll down, turn this off, agree, and create this conversion event. Now let's go to Audience Manager, make a tag to collect website visitors. Now I want to create a tailored audience for that single event conversion I just created. So use a single event tag, and now it even warns you, linking conversion events and tailored audiences. Because as you can see, if I try to create a new tailored audience for that single event website tag first, it says in order to create a conversion event and tailored audience for the same single event, we need to create the conversion event first. So this is why you toggle that tailored audience box while creating the conversion event. So let's cancel this, go back to conversion tracking, and as you can see, conversion header email sign up, audience not created, so edit, and here we go, create a tailored audience. Save conversion event. Now this is enabled, and you can see this single event tag, or people who sign up for the email in their header will be creating an audience we can retarget to later on. But one note here for this conversion event, the header email sign up, this is different from our universal website tag that we installed in the header or footer of our website. Remember, that's on every page. This is a single event. So we will have to install the special code for this event. So right here, view code. So copy this code and then embed it on the specific page that this single event occurs on. Create a new campaign. A lot of my clients get confused. What is a conversion? Select a key conversion. So this is for tracking a conversion. So let's go to our conversion tracking. So let's look at this. Course checkout thank you page. This is when they've actually converted, when they've actually made a purchase. So that's the conversion I'm tracking. Maybe you want to be tracking something else. Maybe it's a newsletter sign up, an ebook download, etc. But for this, I know my conversion is when someone has purchased something. That's my conversion metric. I'm not going to be selecting any of these, right? I want the conversion checkout, the course checkout thank you page. This equates a purchase, right? So that is when a conversion pixel fires. So when I run this ad and someone purchases the course via this ad, under my analytics, I'll be able to see how many conversions this specific ad contributed to. So that's the difference. We can market to an audience that's one of our tailored audiences, but to track actual conversions per ad, that's what this metric is about. Select a key conversion. So this is specific to this ad set, how many conversions were created via this ad alone. But one more important element on these ads, this is a tailored audience. These are people who have gone to that site, they've triggered that website tag, so we're just remarketing to that audience. That's what a tailored audience is just capturing people constantly and creating an audience that you can remarket to with Twitter ads. So now that we've created these audiences, let's create a Twitter ad that remarkets to this audience. What I love about retargeting ads is that people are familiar with your website already. They've already engaged with your Twitter ads or website in some way and will be much more responsive to ads, especially ones with a call to action catered to them. So let's look at this example. Say a customer navigated to CourseEnvy.com. Because I have this audience pixel in place, capturing this traffic, it's building that audience out so I can remarket to them when I select this tailored audience while building a Twitter ad. So with remarketing, we can create any type of Twitter ad and target it specifically to people who visited this page. So let's look at our audience manager. We can target this tailored audience via a Twitter ad and create an ad just for people who have gone to this page. We can continue on our website click campaign. So this will be our orange shoe purchase campaign. What's our key conversion? This is our orange shoe purchase. So this ad's goal is a conversion of an orange shoe purchase. we want to target people who have just visited that orange shoe page. So we browse our tailored audiences, orange shoes page. So we select that. So this ad will include the tailored audience of people who have visited the orange shoe page, but exclude people who have already made a purchase. And on top of that, remember under the details step of this ad, we've also selected to track the conversion event of orange shoe purchases. And it'll mark as a conversion in my analytics once this ad creates a conversion. But one more note, in this select your audience section, notice this, expand your reach by targeting similar users. So if you would like to reach only users similar to those in the above tailored audiences and not lookalikes, so therefore limiting what Twitter assumes is a similar audience, we want to unselect this. We want to target just people who have visited the orange shoe page.